Hello, hi everyone. This is Tea Mentor Food. How's everyone doing today? Wonderful. Today I would like to talk about guarding your heart. I'm a believer, but I'm also an survivor of narcissistic abuse. So I'm here today hoping that what I have to say will set people free because I know I am on this healing journey and I want to be free, and so I want you to be free too. So I'm freeing people with my life, with the stories about my life and what has happened in my life. I come from a background of a blended family, a stepmother that was my first narcissist. Also, I learned that I had more narcs in my family than anything. But being introduced to the narcissist at an early age, which was my stepmother, um, it left me in a world of I felt really great. I had no idea that it was all an illusion and that it was all fake and that it was all not real. I had no clue that what I'm feeling from this person was not real, because if anyone know anything about narcissists, what they do is they put you up on a pedestal. They tell you great things about you. They do great things for you. They kind of like isolate you and separate you from the rest of your family and stuff. And based on them doing that, that's their way to really lock into you and to just steal your supply, to steal your talent, to steal your gifts, to steal your personality, to steal your good things that you have in you. And so they do it by putting you way up high on that pedestal, and then they isolate you. Like they make you the one child that they just love, or they really just can't be without. They kind of make you feel so special, like you're just the one. But I am the scapegoat. My narcissistic mom she has 3 children, and her oldest child is the golden child. And so when he would come around, I knew that I had to scoot and scat out the room, because I knew that I didn't have that place of being the child. But being alone, if he wasn't around, and being alone with the narcissist, you do feel like the child. You feel really good, but there's some negative things to that too, because you're not getting the support that this golden child is getting. You're not getting the nutrients that you need to really survive as a person. I used to run track. I did many things that my parents really didn't support me in. The support wasn't there. After graduating high school, I signed myself up for college. I wanted to study fashion. I loved fashion. I just loved everything about it, the makeup, the hair, the clothes. I just love fashion. So when I signed up for college, I signed up for some fashion classes and stuff like that. Well, it turns out when I went, I had no support. I had no one there supporting me financially or anything like that. Later on, I found out that my dad had paid for the golden child, which is my stepmother's child, biological child. My dad had paid his full education. And so based on him paying his full education, he didn't, they didn't care to do anything for me. I am the baby out of 5 children out of my father's family, and out of the 5 children, I was the only one that graduated on time. Later on, my sister went back and got her high school diploma, but I was the only one out of his 5 children that graduated on time. Based on me graduating on time, I was supposed to get a car, but the narc wife of my dad, she made it where I didn't get a car, because again, her golden child had to have some legal problems. And so based on his legal problems, guess what? The scapegoat child was always left out. So for my graduation from high school, out of 5 children, I got $100. And that's all that they were able to give me. But now as I look back on it, I just know that for some reason in my heart that my dad's wife, which is the stepmom, she set it up, for me to not get a car. She knew that I wasn't going to get a car because she was going to make sure I didn't get a car. She was going to set it up to make sure that I was not going to get, what I rightfully deserved, because like again, I was only one out of 5 children that graduated on time. But she took that away from me. She also, so narcissists will do that. They will put you way up high on that pedestal and just kick it out from under you. And it's just a horrible, horrible, horrible experience for anyone to have to go through. My mother was an alcoholic, so I really didn't have a good example from my biological mom. I don't blame her. She's since passed on. And so she was battling a lot of things too, because her dad used to mess with her. Sexually, he would bother her. And so my mom was just all torn apart. She couldn't function, and she had 5 children to take care of, and she wasn't able to take care of those 5 children simply because a narc probably, her dad attacked her. And so she didn't have the capacity to really just take care of her children. But I've forgiven her, because I think for many years I probably blamed her too for not being there or not being a mother, But I didn't know that I was holding unforgiveness in my heart towards my mom, because I loved her. And what I did know about her, I loved her, and she was my mother. But later on, God brought it out to me that I was holding unforgiveness in my heart towards my mother. And so I asked that he forgive me for that, and I forgave her for, not being there. But again, I have a dad. My dad is still here, but he's still under the influence of his wife, the narcissist. And when I graduated high school, not only did my stepmom arrange it where I didn't get the car that I was supposed to get, but she also took my clothes away. Like everything that she gave me, she took it back. We had went up to San Jose for Thanksgiving, and I decided to stay. I'm like, I'm gonna stay here. Based on me making that decision to stay and to try to start my life, and doing something, especially since after college, they refused to help me. And so I'm going to strike out and be my own person. She gave me a time limit as to when I needed to come and get my clothes. So when I didn't come in that time limit in which she had set for me to come and get my clothes, she gave my clothes away to Goodwill. Not only that, but she took her house key back from me as well. On the other hand, her golden child, he still has the house key until today. So she never took his house key from him. She never took his things from him. She never took his car from him. They were getting him cars and doing all this type of stuff for him, but here she didn't do anything for me. So here I'm a young woman starting out, needing all what I can, need to have successful things happen for my life or to start unfolding in my life. But everything was being snatched away from me. So that's what the narcissist will do. They will snatch away everything from you, materially and inside of your heart. They will snatch away your heart. They will snatch away your words. They will snatch away your mind. They will snatch away your good qualities. They'll snatch away who you are. They'll snatch away just your life. They'll just take your life away. And so being a believer, God tell us to protect our heart. I didn't know this before I was a believer, but now that I am a believer, God tells us to protect your heart. In Proverbs 4:23, he says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. So based on him saying that out of your heart are the issues of life, you know, whatever is going on in your life, or who you as a person, your heart, whatever is in there, it's attached to you. It's attached to your heart. You know, so whatever is bothering you, whatever you've gone through life, if it's good, bad, or ugly, is sold inside your heart. And coming from a dysfunctional background, you don't have anything good sold into your heart, because you don't know anything good. You don't know the best things in life to have, you know, so that's sold into your heart. But based on that being sold into your heart, you know, that's how you're going to be acting on the outside. So once you become cleaned up, or you're cleaning up, and things are changing and you're healing, you got to continue to tear the old things out of your heart. That old, those old ways of thinking, the old ways of acting, the old ways of behaving. And as you start getting rid of the old, you got to start, you know, bringing in the new stuff. And once you start bringing in the new stuff, you really have to guard your heart from the narcissist or any toxic person around. Guard your heart. Watch what is coming out of your heart. Watch what you're saying and giving away to certain people, because you don't want to keep your heart snared up. So you have to be careful to plant good things in your life now. Say good things about yourself. Put people around you that are positive, people around you that are going up and not staying down. You got to start telling yourself great things. And as you keep doing this, you can't give these things away to any and everybody, because any and everybody is not for you. So you have to just keep your good stuff to yourself. Keep guarding your heart, diligently guarding it, you know, and being careful about what you're giving away, or who you're letting around your heart, or who you're letting into your heart. You know, everybody do not belong in your heart space. You know, everybody don't have a right to be in your heart space. Everybody hasn't earned that right to be there. You know, and just because someone is sitting around you and they seem like they've dedicated their time, they've given their time, they put their time in, that doesn't still mean that they have the right to your heart space. So guard it, you know, guard your heart. That's why around our heart, God has the ribs, our rib cage. Our heart is sitting around the rib cage because God, you know, made it so it can be protected. So if you fall, you get hurt, your heart is always protected. So that's how we have to deal with life and deal with people. We have to constantly and always protect our heart. We cannot just let anybody into our heart space and say, oh, I trust you, you're okay, yeah, and then start letting out all what we have stored in our heart. You know, because you have people that are takers and thieves, and people that are destructive, and they want to just keep bringing your heart down to more pain instead of bringing life to it. So you got to just protect your heart, you know, and don't let everyone in your circle get close enough to you to take away your heart. You know, I trusted my stepmother. I let her into my heart space. I had no reason not to trust her. You know, she was the only woman in my life that I thought I could trust. You know, I was looking for a mother figure, and I thought she was it, you know, but she wasn't it. She was a thief. You know, she was sitting under me, just wanting to steal every part of my life away. So we have to be careful, you know, and we have to just watch people and just listen to people. Our ears are the best protection from a lot of things that people can do. If we just sit and listen to people, they will eventually tell you who they are. You know, my stepmother was forever, if her and I were talking on the phone, she was forever pushing me to the side when her golden child called. Oh, well, this is him, I gotta go. This is him, I gotta go. This is him, I gotta go. Or she was forever doing that side dealings, you know, treating her children better than us and slipping money to her children, and, you know, and making sure her kids were all right. And, you know, and we were not all right. We were always the left out kids, you know, but she, you know, made it look like, well, we're just this great happy family, but we weren't. You know, my spirit just kept not agreeing with how she was, you know, or how her operating and her dealings. And my spirit wasn't feeling it, you know. And so that's our best thing, is a spirit will tell us what's right and what's wrong. When we're around people and we feel like we need to let some stuff out, what is our spirit telling us? Is our spirit telling us it's okay to do this? Or are we just listening to our you know, ourselves? We're not listening to the spirit. So anyway, guard your heart. You know, for out of it, it comes your life. You know, out of it comes great things. You know, guard it. Once you take out all these black tears and this blackness and this darkness from your heart, now God is going to start giving you the great tear, the wheat. You know, the wheat is going to be sitting in your heart. So now you have to guard your heart at all costs. Okay? So I hope this has helped someone. Setting yourself free and setting myself free is to just let people know about my life. You know, that is freedom. And I don't mind anyone knowing about my life. I am not ashamed of my life. You know, I'm not living behind shame anymore. It's time to be free. And I mean, I want to be free. So come on, you and I, let's come together. Let's want to be free and let's heal together. Okay, I hope this video has helped someone, and stay on your healing journey. You can do it. You're worthy and you're worth it, and you do matter. Okay, I appreciate you guys. I really do. Thank you for receiving my food. Thank you. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Please leave a comment. I need to hear you all's food story. I need to hear what has been transpiring in your life, or just let me know some stuff, you know, because I don't know everything. I can only tell you what I've been through, but I want to hear your story too. So thank you all very much. God bless you all, and be blessed.